Dude, look at this. Hey guys, what is up? It is time to party, celebrate, all kinds of stuff. How's it go? All right. Nico's just look at him. Look at him. All right, hey guys, what is up? Anton Grayson's in the house. Hammond Gaming is here. Owlzilla is here. Godzilla Reader is here. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Evan Blue is here.
Oh, hello.
Getting a lot of people all of a sudden. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Oh, guys, we did it. We freaking did it. Spyro's in the house.
We
what
did
is
it,
up?
Man.
Goji Rex. Goji Rex 28 is in the house. We did it. Like that's all I could say. Like we actually did it. I can't believe it. So we got a lot of fun stuff to tell you guys during this meeting. GFanX is here. Welcome. Yeah. So many exciting things that Nico and I have wanted to tell you guys. It's been a busy week for us, like very busy. I know we've been quiet for the week, but that's just because we wanted to make sure that we had everything ready to go before we announced anything and all that. Let's see, Mono Cumzilla 8281 is here. What is up? Yes. First off, I just want to begin that the video at the beginning, that was like literally as it was counting. I was at work and I didn't even know Kickstarter did this thing where they would do a live countdown, and then when it hit, it was like little sparks and stuff. That was so cool. So the guy that you actually heard on the side, that was actually one of my coworkers, because obviously they're doing stuff and I'm just on the computer recording the screen. So it was so like just surreal to see that.
We felt a huge weight being lifted off of us, and even a bigger one put on us. And
it's a bigger one, yeah.
And even bigger one put onto us. Yeah, it's like we were like, yeah. Then we're like,
oh shit,
oh, no. we did not prepare for this.
We actually have to do something.
Being completely transparent, we did not prepare for this.
I mean, I think we've been
knew
doing
what we
good.
Wanted. We knew what we wanted. We had it planned out.
Yeah.
But to be that soon.
Right. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So, So we'll talk about the I guess the experience of going through this Kickstarter, and then the end experience, and then some of like where we were thinking we were going, and then all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to talk about our plans and things like that, guys. Kenshin Chaos Season 1 will be completed. It's happening. Yeah. Everything that you guys saw on that Kickstarter page, those monsters that he's going to fight, is going to happen. And we actually have people hired for it. We got animators ready to go. We got Vinny ready to go with music. We got Brandon ready to do some model making and some storyboarding. Guys, we are set. Like, we're actually ready to do this, okay? Like, we weren't joking. The Kickstarter, if it was successful, we were going. So it's just going to be hopefully a bright future for the studio after this. We're hoping that this is going to breathe new life into Kenshin Studios for us. So first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody. I mean, I know that there are some of you here that say that you couldn't donate, but that's fine. I know that you guys did a huge push to get us noticed, to send tweets out, to send Facebook messages, going into your own Discord servers and probably spamming and annoying some people. But like, you guys helped tremendously. And to those people who made those reaction videos on episode 4, and I think Evan Zilla, one of the backers, actually made like two, 3 videos on the whole thing. He did a reaction of episode 4, then he did like another video just talking about the Kickstarter.
He shouted out the Kickstarter. Yeah.
So like,
thank you so much.
Thank you guys. And we're actually I need to get this document up here, but we're going to actually just thank everybody that was on the reward list here. We're just going to shout you out. So let's do that first. Let's really make sure that you guys are known.
Also, let us know. Wait, which side do I want to point? I want to point this side. Okay.
Yeah.
So You'll see to our right.
Left.
Our left.
Left.
Our left.
Your
Our
other
left.
way.
I'm yeah. If you'll see to our left. Please let us know if you're in the chat.
Yeah, if you're
Let us know
in,
if
if you're part of
If
that
you're in
list,
this chat, if you're in this list, you're in the chat. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. We will shout you out personally.
Yeah, man.
But it's not like we don't shout it. Basically.
Oh
Everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, literally anyone. If you just basically put in the chat anything, we literally say your name.
Yeah. So what we want to give big thanks to Sean Flaherty, who our animator. That was really cool that he helped us out. Then the Creative Fund by Backer Kit. I'm pretty sure that's a default, but whatever. Hey, they helped. So Ryan Cruz, Acno Goji 2001, Joshua McGinnis. Evan De La Cruz, which I'm pretty sure that's Evan Zilla. So major thanks to him with major helping with that. Entertainment Corner, dude, this guy. Okay, major props to Entertainment Corner. He was like the first guy to really break that wall that we were hitting when we did our last community meeting. First, like that's what was it, $300, and then he kept on raising his price, and just wow. And Anton Grayson, who's been a longtime fan, a longtime supporter. We see him a lot, and he's in the comments right now. So shout out to you, man. Hey, Ray LaFlame. Ray LaFlame is in the chat. What's up, man?
One more thing. Anton, your $20 did help us.
It helped. It did, of course.
Do not beat yourself up.
Even if some of you guys donated $1, it still helped. You guys helped towards the cause. Like that is what is most important here. So continuing down the list, Adam Stryker. Once again, I just said Ray LaFlame helped us out too. I got to give a shout out to Ray LaFlame. Actually, he's one of my coworkers. So
really,
yeah. So he's been really awesome being able to talk to, just having someone else to talk to about this stuff. He's also wanted to be a content creator, so I've been helping him out with certain things. So big shout out, man, to Ray over there. Let's see, and big shout out to Daniel Linzer. Actually, Daniel Linzer is actually one of my friends, just my hometown friends from school and all that. He was actually one of the people that was in Exosphere back in the day. So I know he's probably not watching this right now, but just still, it's awesome. The Sad Genie, you shouldn't be sad. You're good. Oh no, Gene, the Sad Gene. Yes, thank you. And Andrew Ian Southworth. And Sergey, Kochergan, I think is how we say that. And then Chris
Ostetrico. That's my family right there.
That was your family? Oh, nice.
Family.
Nice.
Family ties.
Nice. And then of course Hamid coming in there. So yeah, you guys were awesome. And actually wait, wasn't Chris one of your people, wasn't he the guy who popped in the last 60 seconds and donated that last boost? I'm pretty sure that's who it was. So yeah.
One more thing, another big shout out to Acno Goji for literally stepping up and be like, we did it. I'm like, what?
Yes.
He actually filled out the rest of the Kickstarter.
That was huge. I remember being at work and I was like, and I like the first 2 hours of my work shift, and then I was in my first break, and then I remember you texted me and you were like, dude, look at the Kickstarter. And I'm like, and at first I was like, oh god, what's happening? Is there something bad going on? And then I like check, and then I just see all this stuff like we made it, we did. I'm like, what? And then I look at the Kickstarter, I'm like, and then that's when I went out to my car and I made that quick little reaction of it. So you guys are freaking awesome.
You guys are amazing.
So
everyone,
major thanks to all the backers. You guys made this possible. You guys are going to be in the credits of every 2022 production that's going to be out, and we're so excited to tell you guys how 2022 is going to pan out, because it's looking pretty good for you guys. And then also other shout out to everyone else, like we've been saying, who did reaction videos, who shouted us out, who shared, who did all that they could to do at least something rather than staying quiet. We really appreciate it. We know that there are a lot of people that probably spammed a couple places that maybe got some people annoyed, but hey, it worked, so we really appreciate it. And seriously, the fact that we actually made it past our goal. Oh, Vinny is coming in the house here. didn't even expect that. I didn't know he was gonna be available.
What's up, Vinny?
Yo, Vinny. Hey.
I thought it was going to be... Hi.
What's up?
What's
What
up?
is up, man? All right,
Not
Vinny's
much.
Vinny's here to celebrate too.
Yeah.
Oh man, here, let's see. I
Yeah,
gotta adjust
yeah,
this real
we're just
quick.
we're in the
Here we
community
go.
stream, man. What's
Yeah.
up?
Not
Do
much.
you... All right. Cool. Yeah, we got more people, and that's great. That's awesome. Yeah. So just once again, we're gonna wrap up the thanks here, but you guys have just, I mean, we're speechless
Yeah.
at some with most of this, because especially for me, it's been a lot of you guys who have known, my history with projects and stuff, that it's been rough in terms of a lot of things that I've been trying to do, that I've productions and things that I've been trying to go, and especially with Kickstarter, haven't really had the best luck with it in the past, and so the fact that this worked, and the fact that it's Kenshin, that it worked with, that makes me even more happy than ever to see that actually something that I've been involved with for almost 10 freaking years now has actually hit like a new milestone. And it's just been great. So thank you all so much for backers, for the shout out people. You guys just rocked it. So yeah, my camera's a little laggy all of a sudden. I don't really know why, so I apologize, but it shouldn't affect really the stream, so it should be fine. I think my computer might be having a stroke, but it's okay.
It's fine.
So, okay, let's talk about the experience going through this month and this Kickstarter process. So you guys already know from the last stream, we talked about the preparation that got to this point. And so now we're going to talk about basically what, like, going through this. Now, Nico, I'm just going to let you talk for a little bit. Just how was this whole process for you? Because honestly, I think you were more positive about the whole situation than I was.
Which process are you thinking?
The Kickstarter
Are you
being
thinking of
successful.
The whole Kickstarter process.
Oh, the whole thing, the whole, yeah.
All right. So when we did hit, so honestly, we're gonna, and we've hit the goal. We're okay now.
Yeah.
We did not think we would even hit $1,000. We just, there was definitely more. It was just like we did not think we could hit $2,000. Like me and Chris had talked. Even during the course of the Kickstarter, like, me and him came down to the agreement, like, we were ready to, like, we would be upset if the Kickstarter didn't hit, and we accepted it. At that point, we had accepted it, which why we thought, which is why I said, like, oh, we weren't really prepared. Like, yes, we were prepared, to, if we were prepared when the Kickstarter would hit its goal.
Yeah.
We were prepared for that, but I think, in a mindset, we were much more prepared for it to fail rather than it to succeed.
Yeah.
So there was definitely just like a gray area. And when we hit those walls, and there'd be like a day or two where we didn't see, that bar move up, that was kind of like, I don't know, it would get stagnant. But then, when we would show up, it would just skyrocket, like up, like $600-700, and we're like, oh my gosh, wow,
yeah.
So and we just kind of had to trust the process. Like that's just the saying, and we certainly trusted the process. We did our part, and it was time for you guys to step up, and you guys 100% stepped up.
Yeah, you guys stepped up for sure.
You guys stepped up. You guys did your part. You guys shared the shit out of our content. You guys were able to donate for our cause, and and just so you guys know, everything has been budgeted out.
Yes.
Everything has been budgeted out for clarity.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, even for transparency's sake, like we're even going as far to keep that transparency with you guys. Like we're literally going to show you like how much we got. Like obviously how much we got, so that's public knowledge. But we're gonna show you like the actual like PayPal account that we like, not full details, but we're gonna show you like, hey, the money's there, like it's actually there. We're not doing like shady stuff. So
everything was budgeted out, and we are ready to go now.
Yeah, we are
ready to go. Like take off.
Yeah. So from my perspective with this whole thing, like I said, guys, you know my history with some stuff, and so I went into this. My thing is let's go with the high mark. Let's be realistic and let's just do it. Like if we don't do it, we're never gonna know if it will work or not. So we just decided, you know what? let's just do it. Let's see what happens. And I'm happy that we did. But
Yeah.
there was a major part of me that was just full of dread and just thinking like, I don't know how we're gonna be able to pull this off, especially being the $2,000 mark, because we know that that's a lot of money, for especially for something that we're trying to do, this little web series, especially like almost halfway through, like, well, maybe a quarter of the season, going from pretty much a free thing to make to then starting to pay people to do it to now a full-blown production that needs a budget and like actual like planning and things like that. Like it's pretty crazy. So yeah, but it was just I yeah. So
Yeah.
throughout the time Nico and I met, we had Evan Godzilla's in the house. What's up, man? You haven't missed much. We're just going through our experience of going through this. But we had many meetings, almost, gosh, every other day or something, it felt like, of just trying to figure out what to do. And we had many conversations, like Nico said, about what do we do if it's not successful, and what do we do if it is successful? And honestly, the easier part was if it is successful, funny enough, because if
Yeah.
it was successful, we knew what we were doing. If it wasn't successful, that was actually the harder situation, because then that path actually split into two more paths where it was like, oh yeah, we just call it done. Like, we're like, okay, we did our
Yeah.
best. That's it. Hey, we're almost 10 years and that's, good. But then we had another path where we're like, well, maybe we can try to make some extra, like some kind of content. But I mean, as much as we tried to figure out some things that would make it, I guess, decent content, it was still the ideas that we were coming up with just weren't. I felt a part of me that was like, we're just doing it for the sake of making content, and it wouldn't really fit with what Kenshin Studios is. And it was kind of like the Kenshin Plays ideas, where it was just like, we're trying to do stuff, but it's not really engaging or whatever, or some.
It was just filler. It
Yeah,
was just filler.
like everything would be filler pretty much. So
Yeah.
that's where we were at. But no, through the support of I'm gonna give some shout outs too also. I mean, biggest support probably my fiance, of course. I mean, she was one who was like right there ready to go, hey, you know what, no matter where you guys are at on the last day, I'm gonna just I'm just gonna get it. So she was telling me the whole time, you guys are gonna make it, you're gonna do it, because she was planning the whole time to just put in the amount that was left over. And I looked at, I'm like, you better not, better not, because there was like $1,000 still left, and I'm like, you better not put that much money. We gotta pay rent. So, but no, she was a major help, just like mentally, because there were some days where I would get real in my head about things, and that's a very dangerous place for me to be, is when I get in my head and I start just going on a downward spiral about whatever. So she helped me with that a lot. I'm gonna give another shout out. I don't know if he's still in here, but Ray from my work, he was someone who I was able to talk to about some stuff, and he'd give his thoughts on it. I mean, he was just someone that I could, like, he was just my soundboard. I could talk about the complaints, and I could confide in him about things of how I felt, and he was able to just listen and help out that way. But honestly, I also have to give a shout out to you, Nico, because really your positivity and your slogan of trust the process, I mean, you, dude, I there's a lot of stuff I need to learn from you, actually. Like,
Me?
yes, because the way that you have continued to stay positive, no matter how dark it's gotten at Kenshin Studios, you have, I mean, of course you're the brainchild. I mean, it's like, it makes sense, but I have to give, I mean, thank you, man. You've been every time we've had meetings and we've been discussing things like that. Let's say that previous day when I've been thinking about stuff and I'm just so in my head and I'm a little depressed about it, when we would have meetings and we discuss what to do, after those meetings would end, I would feel better about the whole situation.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, you know what? We got this. All I did, and then it's always what Nico says: trust the process. I just gotta trust the process. So I gotta thank you, man. Like, it's been, what's very fun about this is that it's not just one of us. Like, we're in this together, and so I would not have it any other way, not have any other person to work with but this guy right here. He has been just support nonstop. So you guys have to give a big shout out to this guy, because honestly, he's been keeping the studio probably more alive than I have in terms of positivity and just that. Yes, it's true, man. You know me. You know some of the
I know you,
problems.
yeah,
Like,
but like,
it's not working. Shut it down. Close everything. So yeah, but so a lot of things in this stuff. Okay, enough of the cheesiness, enough of the whatever. Let's get down to business, okay, guys? So like we said, we don't have anything to actually show physically, but we do have a lot of things to say and a lot of things that we actually do know, things that are not just, oh well, we'll see if we get to it, we'll see if we can't. So we're gonna save Kenshin Chaos for the last little bit. First off, in terms of projects, we actually did just record our next podcast episode. So episode 4 will be coming out soon. We're probably thinking of maybe, I mean, actually, maybe it could be the end of this month, really. I mean, we're still, there. So that episode's really fun. We have another special guest in that one. So the podcasts are going to continue as scheduled. We're going to try to do them once a month. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep them on the consistent day that they come out because certain scheduling with guests and all that. But in terms of actually like being able to do that once a month, it's totally possible to do that. Like it's not hard to get that done. So we'll do that. We also have more exciting things for our backers. We do have a plan for you guys, so stay tuned on your emails on your Kickstarter stuff. We'll be sending out like a mass email to the Kickstarter people that we're gonna have you guys get a little more involved and just have some fun there. So that's gonna be something fun. Then I think the other big thing is a semi-big project that Nico and I have been working, and we've been hinting at it for a while, but we are working on some kind of story that's basically taking some of our original stuff and putting it into more of a written format. So think of it as like a novel-ish, but it's not gonna be like Lord of the Rings size. But we are going to dip our feet into just writing a story because we want to be able to still produce enough content throughout the months while Kenshin Chaos is being worked on, and we're also hoping that content can supply some more ad revenue for us to continue to go. So Nico, is there anything you wanted to add on top for the story?
I don't want to say too much.
Right.
Yeah, but no, I'm really looking forward to continue working on the story. It has me really excited about it. Aside from like maybe catching chaos, that's probably that's this story. I feel like it's gonna really excite you guys for sure though.
Yeah. So, and Nico was telling me some ideas about it, which I think is going to be some pretty cool things. We also have another story alongside it with another monster character that we have shown off in the Kickstarter and everything. So, if you guys do remember, a long time ago, we had that promo, like the next decade of Kenshin, a very ambitious document that we had. But somewhere on that original line there, we did have something where it was about Kutajira and Kaizen. So that is another story thing that we have a potential plan to do down the road. Right now, it's not really going to be in production because we have so many other things that we need to get to first, but it is something that's on our radar, and it's something that is possible to do even without the Kickstarter money. So it's something that will come eventually. In terms of I think Gabber's Bad Day and Fantasy Battle. So we made about $200 more over our amount. I'm gonna tell you guys that's not enough to actually make those series possible, but what we are hoping is for with the success of Kenshin Chaos, if that really helps us, that then we can continue to do that. That's what we were talking about with the Kickstarter with stretch goals. We were saying that Kenshin Chaos is going to be basically a vessel to then supply the rest of the studio, because we're not going to do a Kickstarter every time we want to do a new project. That's just not good. So so those projects are still, they're on the board, but they're not going to be worked on. We'll see that, but it's something that we still want to do if budget and timing allows it in the future. But let's get to the main thing. The whole point of the Kickstarter really was Kenshin Chaos Season 1, Episodes 5 through 10. Okay. It's happening, guys. It is happening.
It is.
It's not a dream anymore. It's not a thing. It is going to happen because this whole last week, yes, we've been quiet, but this whole last week we have been in pre-production hiring process. And basically, we have all the positions ready to go and filled that we need. And we're
Yeah.
budgeted out. We calculated it. We have enough. We're set. We're ready to go. So in like the next couple weeks, we're going to be actually starting production on episode 5. So that's going to be the big announcement for this as well, is that episode 5 will begin production very soon in like 2-3 weeks. So that's what's going to be going on there. Let me get to some questions here because I noticed that some things are popping up here. Spyro, could people not involved as backers still participate in the studio if you need voice actors or artists or anything? It is totally possible.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm going to be honest, there's really nothing that we have for that kind of scenario. But if something does come up where we can get that, definitely, we would definitely let you guys know that that's something that you can participate in. Let's see. Godzilla Reader, in terms of artists, do you need a professional artist? Some very great art. Is that something that you would, Godzilla Reader, like you wanted to do that? So in terms of Kenshin Chaos, we are filled up with our staff who is going to be helping us with that. But for future things, there's always something that maybe can be done in the future. So totally. All right. So let's see. We're Hammond Gaming, words that I've waited for a while now. Probably saying that episode 5 is starting production, and it will not take a year to make.
Yeah.
So yes. So let's talk about staffing. Let's talk about who you guys can expect who are working on episode 5 and 5 through 10. So obviously Nico and I are the script writers. So we're the creative leads. We're the ones who are driving the whole story. Like we've told you, we know where the story's going. We know where we're going to be at the end of the season. We just have to now write it out. And that's what Nico was joking about, that we're like, oh shit, now we actually have to do stuff. So, so we have to start the script writing. Nico and I are literally going to begin scripting episode 5 next week. We're just going to just jump right into it, because now we're actually going to be adding an additional work part to our, I guess, work pipeline, is storyboarding. Storyboarding is something that Nico and I have not really done before. Usually in the past, for like Return to Space Godzilla or Wrath of the Hybrid, and even the past episodes of Chaos, we have had the script and we literally just give it to the animators and we say, Godzilla fights Mecha Godzilla in the city, go. Like, then they're the ones who basically have to deal with, like, okay, how is the choreography going to look? How's all this other stuff? So Kaiju Lover, actually, one of your questions is going to be in the Q&A segment. Because remember, guys, I took questions from everybody. So we actually have a segment ready for that. So hold that question, because we will answer that. So we're going to be doing storyboarding. And we actually have someone else that's going to be helping us with that. It's actually going to be another in-house developer. You all know Brandon. Brandon has been originally he was our video editor for a little bit, but then we actually had him move over to being 3D model maker, because he's super good. If you guys looked at the Kickstarter page, you'll see those 2 concepts that he had. One's like a worm looking guy and the other one's like a horned looking kind of monster buff guy looking. So really awesome stuff that he's doing. And he also did a little bit of some work in progress of a Kaizen model, which looked really freaking amazing. So, but Brandon is also a artist. He actually can do really cool sketches and stuff. He's shown us some concept art that he's had. And so we asked him if he actually wanted to help with the storyboarding process. So he's actually going to jump on board and help with that. So that's going to help him, speed that process up. So that's going to be kind of Nico, I, and Brandon all doing that at the same time. And then Brandon has also signed on to do the models. He's actually going to be making 3 new kaiju. And we'll see where that comes into play.
Yeah.
I also want to mention, guys, everything, and like I said, Nico and I are very serious about what we're doing with this process, with this whole procedure. And we're business at this point, basically. Contracts have been written up and contracts have been signed, which means expectations, deadlines, the things that Nico and I have wanted for a long time are actually going to be enforced. This is good for you guys, because that means we can actually have solid release dates and we can actually tell you guys, hey, this is happening that day or whatever, and you can expect it, okay? There may be like slight, like, oh, maybe a week delay, but it's nothing. It's not gonna be like episode
Yeah,
4
it's
where
not
it's
gonna be
like
4.
months and months of waiting. It's gonna be awesome. So, yes, okay. So we have Brandon for our storyboard, and he's gonna be doing some cool kaiju stuff. In terms of music, obviously, we have
Yeah.
Vinny here. Vinny, is there anything that you would like to say in terms of your involvement with the music? Nope.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, right. It's been a while since you've done something for us. But anything that you're excited about? Looking forward to episode 5 through 10?
I don't know. Just all the how much stuff I can make. See how much creativity I can come up with.
Yeah. No worries, man. And yeah, guys, that what we're really excited about is that Vinny is told us that he wants to continue to work with us and all that. And so the music that you guys have fallen in love with our projects is going to continue with episode 5 through 10. So that is going to be awesome. So we cannot wait to see what Vinny makes for the next few episodes. Okay, now down to the big stuff. The animation itself. Who is going to be helming the animation? Who is going to take on this workload? I'm going to start with saying, first off, unfortunately, we will not be having Methlo Kaiju Fan come back to do the other ones. The problem that happened was scheduling issues and budgeting issues. Unfortunately, just with the way that the contracts were signed or written and set up, it just wasn't feasible to happen. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get him back. If we were to work with him, it would have taken about a year before we actually would have been able to start production, and we didn't want to do that to you guys. So we decided that we're going to have to, find other people. But other people we have found. And literally today was officially confirmed. So, drum roll, who is going to be animating? I guess I should say 2 people actually are coming in to help us with this. So, the 2 folks that are going to be helping us. Nico, do you want to say?
Yeah. So, 2 former members of Kenshin Studios who have worked on both. One of them, one worked on Godzilla, the Return of Space Godzilla, and the other has worked on Godzilla Wrath the Hybrid. So, returning to Kenshin Studios is Asus Productions and Ultraman Ultimo.
Boom. There you go. So, yes, we are super, super excited to have those 2 come back to the studio. As we had a meeting with Asusa, and it was just so... It was so fun to have him to talk with him again, because we haven't worked with him since Return of Space Godzilla. That was that's almost 5-6 years ago or something. That was
Dude,
20.
It's been 8.
20. Oh my god, yeah.
For you, it might have been 5 or 6 years ago. For me, it's been 8 years ago.
That's
8
right.
9 years ago.
That's right. Yeah. So Asusa is coming back. He is going to be taking on 3 episodes, and then of course we have Ultraman Ultimo coming back, who helped in Wrath of the Hybrid. So he is going to be coming back as well. So if you guys want to see what they've been up to, you can check their channels and you can see what their kind of quality is. The exciting thing is that Asusa Productions has actually moved from MMD going to Blender animation. So it's looking a lot sleeker. And Ultraman Ultimo is still on Source Filmmaker, but he has continued to just enhance his skills. And we saw what he gave us some examples last night when we were talking to him, and it looked awesome. Yeah. So we're very excited. So they're going to be splitting the team up, or they're going to be splitting basically the workload, 3 episodes per person, and they're going to be overlapping each other. This is awesome, because that means multiple episodes are going to be worked on at the same time. So episode 5 is going to be worked on, and then 6 will be worked on, and then they're just going to boop, boop, keep on going. So the scheduling is going to be a lot quicker in terms of our process. So yes, Asusa Productions, Ultraman Ultimo is coming back to the team. So all right, looks like Jazzman just came in. Yeah, man. We're just talking about the process of where we're at in terms of Kenshin Chaos. We talked about the team members that are coming back, and that's where we're at. So yeah, we just announced that Asusa Productions and Ultraman Ultimo are coming to do the animations for Kenshin Chaos. So we're just really excited to see where that is going to go. So yes, there will be stylized differences, but in terms, really, the way I see Kenshin Chaos, it is just chaos. Every episode seems to have its own style, really, when you think about it. So
Yeah.
so yeah, but that's like the big, really exciting news. But even better news is that because of the contracts that were signed, which means expectations are literally on the table, there's nothing of like any miscommunication or whatnot. Nico and I were very how do I want to say, just sure of what we were going for when we were talking with animators. We were being very clear what we wanted, what we wanted to do. And so this means that deadlines are going to actually be like worked on. So I'm gonna tell you guys what we have. I mean, I can say Nico, right? When the next release, episode 5.
Release? Give him a rough estimate.
Okay, 2 months. 2 months. You'll see the next episode. And we can actually say that with confidence this time.
Yeah.
That's it. Isn't that great, guys? It's a lot better than a year out. So, yeah, in 2 months, expect episode 5. And it's going to be awesome. So, yeah, it's going to be great. And then basically we're going to, because they're going to be overlapping each other with working on the episodes, we are hoping to have the schedule be every 2 months will be an episode drop. So the best thing about this, and which thing that I really wanted, is that we'll be able to finish this series before the year is up.
Yeah.
That's how freaking cool this is. Like, that's how exciting this process is. We'll be able to get this whole budget thing figured out by the end of 2022, which is great. So that leaves us in 2023. Yeah. That leaves us in a very weird spot in next year, because we're not entirely sure how we're going to look in that time. But honestly, Nico and I aren't worried about that at the moment, because we just need to make sure that Kenshin Chaos gets going, right?
Yeah.
So, yes. Evan Godzilla, yeah, the money coming through already, man. That's what it is, man. I tell you guys, money, unfortunately, it just makes things happen. It's just how it is. So, yeah, so expect those on top of the podcast once a month, and like I said, doing the community meetings once a month as well. And Nico and I are going to try to do this story thing. We're going to try to have something released in the next 2 months as well. So the remainder of the year should be exciting on the channel. It should be a lot more livelier than it was in the last 2 years. A lot more focused, a lot more on top of things. It's going to be good. I can see it. It's going to be awesome. So, that's pretty much that, I think. Am I missing anything, Nico? Trying to think if I am.
No.
Yeah.
I think you covered it all.
Okay. So we are going to answer some Q&A questions that I actually posted. I asked you guys, the community, some questions. And then also we'll take some time to answer some live questions here too. But I wanted to get to these questions so we can have some little bit of structure with this one. So, okay. First up, from Godzilla Reader, the first question was, do you guys plan someday to make a crossover video with other kaiju YouTubers, and perhaps in a way that also involves Kudajira? So we've said this in the past. We would love to do something with other people. We would love to do collabs with people. The number one thing I keep on bringing up is I want to work with Daikaiju Legends so bad. I always bring that up, and I don't know if Jake realizes it, but I want to. So Jake, if you're out there and if you're listening, I want to work with you. I want to do something where we get his live action team to do something with Kudajira that's like in the background. Like either we do a crossover with his the Zone Fighter series or something. I just think that would be super fun. But in terms of other collabs and stuff, we're not really sure at the moment, because for the remainder of the year it's all about Kenshin Chaos. So that's going to be that. But yes, we are definitely interested in the future if anyone is willing. Okay, next question from Eddie Man. Question for the meeting: could you do some more things with Ultraman and his characters, as I am a huge Ultraman fan and would love to see this? My experience with Ultraman is very limited. I'm not a huge Ultraman watcher fan. I'm not really a fan, I would say. Nico, I don't know. Are you?
Uh, as far as I got into Ultraman, I have an Xbox figure of him. That's it.
Okay. So
Not.
we're not too knowledgeable with him. So I can't really give you a solid answer on that. Anything's possible, especially with maybe a second season of Kenshin Chaos if we can ever get to that. But for right now, Ultraman's not really on our radar. So yeah, I don't know, Vinny, are you like well versed in Ultraman?
I know a couple of his moves. I know
Okay.
his not much. Last time I've seen an episode is probably when I was like 10.
Okay, yeah. So the team isn't really Ultraman centric. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, okay. Next question. Oh, actually, we have a live question here first. Let's do this. Bobby Reynolds. Hey, Chris, I was wondering if it's okay if I would put you in my story, even if it's about you and your friends team up with My Little Pony, Winx Club, Godzilla, Ninja Turtles, Rambo, John Wick, and Nick Cage. Wow, that's quite a crossover. Well, hell yeah, let's sure Nico and I can team up with all those characters. That'd be something. So yeah, that's fine. I don't yeah. All right, Akno Goji, also question for the meeting. Who is gonna animate Kenshin Cast? Well, we already answered that, so
Yeah.
there we go. Anton Grayson, is Kenshin Studios going to collaborate with YouTubers such as Alex Ball, Estura, etc.? I don't know those guys. Do you guys? Nico? Anybody?
I do not.
Okay. That I'm gonna just basically have the same answer as Godzilla Reader's question. We would love to do collabs with people, but right now it's not on the table because we just have a lot of things to work with. So, okay. Let's see. Another question from the live comments here. Hammond Gaming, will anything past Kenshin Chaos occur, or will another Kickstarter be launched? No, we are not going to be doing another Kickstarter. It is way too stressful, and it asks you guys way too much. This was already a huge push, and I don't want to ask this again of you guys, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to constantly ask you guys for money. We do have our Patreon. That's something else that we'll talk about too. Like, the Patreon is still a thing, but it's just less incentivized because we just weren't making that content. With Chaos coming out more frequently now, and hopefully in the future things going well as in terms of the future, the Patreon would probably be ramped up a little bit more. But that's really, the Patreon is the only way that we're going to make some actual like fund or crowdfunding from the future, from now going on, because we don't want to do a Kickstarter again. It was just way too stressful. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Godzilla Reader, this is another live question. Will it be all right to use Kutajira for future projects? Of course, the credit will go to you guys. Yeah, as long as it's you're not declaring it as yours, as long as you're not declaring it as official like canon, then yeah, you're perfectly good. It's like your series that you're on Wattpad right now. So it's same thing there. So Jazzman, another live comment. Will there be a Kenshin Chaos episode where Kutajira actually has a challenge? Guys, I know that this is a criticism. I get it. We've made Kutajira this like, not fan made because he is an original monster, but I get it. We've made him where we just want him to be badass. But that is the point of Kenshin Chaos. Yeah. I mean, it is. Like, it really is just us just being like, hey, this is our new monster. Here's how badass he is. He's just killing all these monsters. But yes, Nico and I, going forward with episodes 5 through 10, we do have plans to make it a little harder for him to take on these other monsters that he's going to be taking on. And I guarantee you guys, by the end of the season, the last few episodes is going to be really intense. It's going to be cool. Yeah. Okay, we're going to fit some epic stuff in a 3-minute video. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so trust us, Kutajira will be challenged. He will. Trust us. Okay. Okay, let's see. Anton Grayson, we asked your question. It was about collaborating with YouTubers. Basically, we said the same thing. We're just not sure right now. We would love to, but right now all the focus is on Chaos. Okay, next question that we got from the posts, Bobby Reynolds. I got a few questions. Question 1: how would you guys react if you hold on. How would you guys react if you were in a Godzilla movie or TV show where Godzilla and other monsters were humans and tries to get good grades at school? That's like, that reminds me of like an anime. That it's like an anime premise right there for sure.
Yeah.
Like some kind of anime, like a slice of life anime. You know, I don't know. That interesting. If anyone wants to make that, let's sure. I'm up for whatever. We're not gonna make that, but you know. All right. Question 2: If you guys were stuck on an island and you got 3 movies, 3 TV shows, and 3 games, what would they be? Okay. Well, Nico, you start. So we got 3 movies, 3 TV shows, and 3 games.
3 games. Okay. Movies. Wow. I already know 3 TV shows. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and this. See, I would say like basketball, but like that's a live thing, and that's not
Right.
exactly a TV series. If I had to choose a TV series, I'm gonna be super based and probably say like The Office. Just, I mean, it is a very long show.
Yeah.
Expensive. All right, 3 games. Wow. Probably the Master Chief Collection. There's a lot of
You're kind of cheating with that one because it already has
the
multiple.
replayability. The free
It's true. It's true. No, it does.
You can't cheat.
It does count as one game. It's true because they're all on one
Master
thing.
Chief Collection. Let's see here. What would be another game? What's another game that I constantly play? Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Love that game. And enough. The last game. This one
About
was
to be
just
Vanguard in a couple of days.
Vanguard. I don't play Call of Duty that much anymore. I freak out way too much, and I guarantee if I did buy it, I would be addicted to it.
Did you guys see what's coming out?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
Godzilla
so.
versus
Yeah.
Kong thing. Yeah. Very
That is
random.
an help with that game.
Yeah, no. And then the last game. Oh man.
Come on, it's gotta be one of the Atari Pipeworks games, right? Come on, Nico.
Man. It could be. I don't know actually. I really don't know. There's just so many decisions at that point because I get like nostalgic, and then I look at replayability. I'm putting too much onto it. Okay, movies. Godzilla's Revenge. Godzilla Raids Again, and Full Metal Jacket.
Oh God.
Just those 2 great movies, and then one awful Full Metal Jacket movie.
There you go.
Didn't win any awards or anything. Yeah.
Vinny, what are your picks?
My what? All right, sir.
So stuck on an island, you have 3 movies, 3 TV shows, and 3 games. Which one would you pick?
3 movies, 3 TV shows, 3 games. Okay, 3 movies. Probably. Oh God. Mechagodzilla 2.
Yeah.
GMK. Oh God. Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan.
Okay, that's all the movies. So now you gotta do TV shows and games.
Okay, TV shows. Oh, that's a hard one. Breaking Bad. Oh God, I don't know. Breaking Bad. Well, it's the one that just came out. That just.
Better Call Saul.
Invincible. Invincible. That's
Oh,
a good
Vincent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And The Boys. Yeah.
The Boys. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
still have yet to see that. I really want to. Yeah. Okay, now video games.
All right. Save the Earth. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
The when it first came out, but the now version, like
The EA one?
Huh?
The EA one, right?
The one after Disney pretty much slapped them in some common sense into them, like they basically demonetized Battlefront 2. It's actually
Yeah, that's
a really
EA.
good
That's the
playable
EA
game.
version. Yeah, not the original
Yeah.
Battlefront 2. Yeah.
I mean, that is my favorite, but oh my God,
It's
if they came
modernized.
back-
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is the third one? Twisted Metal 2.
Okay. Yeah. Those
Okay.
are good. Yeah. I'll answer my questions first, but I want to address some things going on in the comments here. Dark Nemesis. So you're wondering why Methyl Kaiju Fan's not animating the next episodes. So we did. Yeah, because you came in later. So basically, the reason why is because of scheduling issues and over budgeting. We just couldn't make it work with the way the contracts were written up and with timeline wise. If we were to have Methlo working on the next episode, you guys would have to be waiting about a year because Methlo just has his other projects that he needed to get to. And unfortunately, we would have had to wait a while and it just wasn't fitting with our timeline. So we didn't want to do that to you guys. But we do have Asusa Productions and Ultraman Ultimo coming in, and they're going to be animating the next episodes. So, yeah. All right. Okay, so for me, top 3 games, Master Chief Collection, easy. Godzilla Strong Monsters Melee on Xbox, easy. What would be my Metroid Prime? Yeah, that's easy. No, Metroid Prime Trilogy, because I can continue with the collection stuff. So, movies. Star Wars Episode 3. That's like my favorite Star Wars movie. Godzilla 1984. Other movie. Jeez. Oh man, I'm trying to think here. Probably let's go with just for fun. I think I always can watch this movie, Freddy versus Jason.
Okay.
It's just a fun movie. Like it's just...
I don't think I ever said a third game. I know I said Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, and I also said the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
Minecraft. I don't know why I didn't like that. It's just an infinitely like long game. Like
there you
can
go.
do whatever you want. So like it'll pass the time.
Right. Okay.
All right.
And then let's see, TV shows. Probably the original Teen Titans show on like Cartoon Network. The old one, not Go. That was horrible. So the old Teen Titans. Oh boy. What other shows? Something maybe Attack on Titan, probably. And maybe Star Wars: The Clone Wars, because that was also a really entertaining show. Those would be my picks. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that show was I haven't watched it. I heard it's like entertaining.
Yeah, it gets really good towards the end. Like the ending is like really, really intense. So that's some good stuff there. Yeah. Okay. That was that question. All right. Let's see. Last question for Bobby Reynolds on the thing here is what is the biggest project you guys would like to do? Okay. So the biggest project we would like to do is our original feature film that we want to do. That's for me, my perspective. I want to do what I've always wanted to do is to take the original elements of our fan Godzilla films and put them in as their own stuff. So without the Godzilla fan related stuff. That's basically where, I would want to take that. I don't know, Nico, is that what's your like biggest thing you would want to do here?
Biggest thing, probably finally like get a centralized headquarters.
Yes.
Yeah, and work together actually, and make this a full-time thing.
That would be the best. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, I would love that. Okay. All right, Kaiju Lover. Yeah, so you were in the comments earlier. You have a question for Kenshin Studios. When will Kenshin Chaos Season 2 premiere? So, once again, Kenshin Chaos Season 1 is the main objective for the rest of this year. So that's going to be that one. In terms of Season 2, I literally have no idea when we're going to be doing that. That is way down the line, pretty much. So we're just... I would love to. There are a lot of fun ideas that we have in terms of Season 2. I know that we have... Because Season 1 was supposed to be a lot more than what it is. You guys know, we've talked about it a lot, but we had like a actual story, like real major story around it. But we had to cut that and all that. But then Season 2 has the potential where we maybe could bring that back and we could actually have that really cool story that we wanted to do with it and continue. And then one of the other seasons, I think we briefly talked about it, but having like, because I know a lot of you guys have like fan created characters of your own that you would want Kudajira to fight. So that I think that would be a fun season. Is just like fan battles, So I think that would be cool. So there's definitely a lot of potential for the future of the Chaos series, but for right now, we just have to. It all depends on season 1 of its success. So yeah. All right, Goji Rex 28. He's got 4 questions for us. Will we get the origins of Kudajira in season 2? So similar to the last question, season 2, we have no idea. In terms of the origins of this version of Kudajira, it's funny. We've never fully developed the reason why, and I think that's just the beauty of the Chaos series. It's just that,
It's just there.
So, I mean, there's potential. Obviously, if we do end up, being able to bring back our actual fully developed story with season 2, there is potential to go into it more. But what I will say is that the story that Nico and I are trying to write could give a lot of cool explanation. Maybe not for the Chaos version of Kudajira, but for Kudajira in general, like maybe our official, actual canon plot for him or something, would be in this story that we're trying to write. So if not season 2, it'd be this book that we're trying to do. So will there be any plans for a new roadmap down the line? I'm not gonna do a roadmap until until we have more of a plan going forward after this. Like I said, guys, everything that was on that roadmap that we did a year ago or something, I still want to do all that. I would love to be able to do that. The Godzilla Atari Pipeworks animated series, I think that would just be the most awesome thing to see. But in terms of developing something like that, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to get you guys excited for something that might not happen. So, I don't know. Nico, is there anything you want to add to that one? Is there something or?
No.
Okay. Let's see. How many episodes of Kaiju Fantasy Battle do you want to make? So it would be similar to what Chaos is, about 10 to 12 is where we're looking at, I would say. But Kaiju Fantasy Battle's on that similar thing of Gabra's Bad Day, where it's kind of on ice for right now until we see how successful Chaos is, and if the success from that can actually continue to flow into future stuff. So, yeah. What are your hopes for the Godzilla Apple Plus show and Kong's new movie and animated series? I'm gonna say I don't have much excitement in terms of future MonsterVerse stuff. I really think Godzilla vs. Kong should have been it. I'm not. I hate to be the what do they call it, the
what?
Yeah, counter to popular belief or something. Yeah, but
the antagonist.
It's something like that. But I've just never. I wanted the MonsterVerse to be a very short series. I didn't want it to be as long as the MCU or something, because I feel like the longer it goes, the more confusing and just whatever. So I don't really have much to say on the future of the MonsterVerse. Really, I'm not that excited. So I'll still watch it, but I'm not excited. What about you guys? Anything for you guys?
Why?
That's what I'm. Yeah.
That's it. Why? What about you, Vinny? Any opinion on it?
Oh, Vinny, are you alive?
Oh,
Oh.
what's up?
Do you have any thoughts on the new Godzilla vs. Kong sequel and Kong animated series and Apple TV show series?
I mean, I want I don't know if it's a sequel or if that's supposed to be the Son of Kong movie that they're supposed to be making. Trying to think of what else. I mean, I'm hopeful for the Apple TV series, but I really wish it was on HBO Max because I feel like there would be a bigger
It would make
audience for
sense.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what they've been streaming their movies on, is HBO Max. So, but I guess Apple bought them for a bigger deal.
Yeah, they had money. See, guys, money, it makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I want, basically, just make it good, and try to bring back Bear McCreary for the score, because his King of the Monsters score is really top notch, and I just miss that.
Yeah.
But the Godzilla vs Kong sequel, like, I don't understand why they're doing that so soon. I feel like they should,
Hmm.
if they wanted to do that,
Yeah.
they should have like introduced like more monsters or like made more movies between them first, like another Kong movie, another Godzilla movie, and then bring them back
Yeah.
together. Because like, was it just them teaming up against another monster again, or is it just going to be them this time? You don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little too soon for it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They should each have their own solo movie before anything. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't I mean, I'm glad they're still going. Like, I just hope they're not, bad.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
the animated series, I don't know. Like, does anybody know where that's set? Is that like set? Is that the one that's during the 80s, or is that
I know nothing.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
I mean, I'm
that's
hopeful.
oh, yeah. Sorry, Vinny.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that's all the questions that I was able to grab from the posts that we did. So there's that. If you guys still have questions in the comments, please, ask them now.
Yeah.
There's not much else for us to talk about in this meeting. We've pretty much covered everything. So we're just super excited, guys. Let's touch base a little bit. I know that we're not looking at it right now, but a little bit on the future of Kenshin Studios, even after this is over. So yes, the Kickstarter was a success. It was a victory for sure, but it is not end game victory. Okay, guys, I want to make this very clear that we still have a long way to go, a long fight to go before we are actually confident in that the studio will be able to produce multiple series in the future the way that we would want it to be. Like Nico was saying, we would love to have a studio where we actually have like an actual building that we go into, and we can have a full team and actually work on projects and stuff. But that end goal, that end game is very hard to get to. So yes, this is a major victory, and Chaos will be finished for sure. But everything after that is very unknown to Nico and I. We're going to be very transparent with that. We have no idea where we're going to be in next year once this is all done. But I will say, I'll plug some of this stuff here. Is that when the season continues to premiere, like episode 5 through 10, continue to do exactly what you guys were doing with the Kickstarter. Share it, post it, make reaction videos, do all kinds of stuff to get the news around so that we do get a lot of people to notice, because that's how we're going to get that ad revenue, and that's going to continue to fuel us because, like I said, we're not going to be doing any more Kickstarters. So there's a big possibility, depending on where we're at, there is a big possibility that at the end of all this, we'll end up right back where we were before the Kickstarter, where we don't have money, we don't have a budget, and we're going to have to figure out what to do. So that's just, where we're going to be. So, but still, we're not thinking about that right now because, obviously if we think about that too much, we'll get, stressed and all that. So we're not worrying about that at the moment. But I just want to let you guys know that the battle was won, but the war is not over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
So, and we just have to make sure that Kenshin Chaos is a success. Yeah. Okay, Godzilla Reader. What would be interesting for you guys to see in the Kudajira fanfiction trilogy? Probably the worst. It's not the worst. It's not a worst question. It's not a bad question. Honestly, Godzilla Reader, I don't know, man. You got a good imagination, so surprise us, man. I mean, Nico and I have a lot of preconceived stuff that we want Kudajira to do, but in terms of like what you've been doing, I can't really say for you because I'm not in your brain, so I don't know what you have planned. So surprise us, yeah. Like just make some cool stuff, and we'll be there to look at it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, Anton Grayson, no worries, man. Thanks for joining, and thank you again for your donations towards the Kickstarter. So, okay, yeah, guys, that's literally it. That's all I got for you guys. The next few months are going to be very, very busy for the studio. We're gonna be cooking. We're gonna be going, and like I said, you guys can expect a more consistent schedule in terms of Chaos. And I know that some of you guys are you know, I know that some of you guys were sad about Methlo not returning, but you guys have to understand that episode 4 was such a mess, like, to do. Honestly, it was a miracle that we even got someone to do it. Like,
Yeah.
it was not something that was committed to be the rest of the series with Methlo. He came in, he was gracious enough to help us with episode 4, but that was it. I mean, that was really, there was no talks of, oh, here, what do you want to do afterwards? We really just focused on episode 4 just to get that done, and then we had talks with him afterwards. And then that's when we discovered that, you know, it just wasn't going to work. But we're still good. There's no bad blood between us. We still love Methlo Kaiju Fan. We love his videos. We're so excited to see what he's going to be doing. I think his next big project is something with Gigan as well, like Godzilla versus Gigan or something. And he posted a short. Yeah. He posted a short on his YouTube channel that was like Gigan walking past like 2 buildings or something. It looked really cool. So still, guys, go support him. Go check him out. I mean, he's an amazing animator, and it is sad that we couldn't utilize him again, but that's okay. Like that happens in this industry. That happens in this world, and we just got to keep on moving forward. And I guys, Ultimo and Asusa are going to knock it out of the park. They're going to make some really cool stuff for you guys, because at the end of the day, regardless of how the animation looks or style wise, it's just gonna be fun. Like, it's gonna be fun just to see these battles happen. You know, I know that we love to raise the bar every time, but I'm pretty sure that we would still be having fun. It's still a fan related project, guys. Like, remember where this is on the level of, like, project wise. You know, like, Kenshin Chaos is still a fan fiction-y kind of thing, so it's still a fun thing. It should not be taken seriously. Even though $2,000 as a budget is very expensive, it's nothing compared to what actual industry episodes cost. I mean, they're like millions of dollars per one episode. So it's, you know, just have those expectations, but it's still going to be fun. It's still going to be very fun. I know, because you guys just want to see Kurajiro wreck some monster butt. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, it's going to be great. We're very excited. It's just going to be very busy. Yeah. Very busy for us. So, but exciting. So we'll see how the future goes. But when Kenshin Chaos returns and premiering on a regular basis, just make sure to share, support it as much as you guys can, because this time we're not asking you for money. So just do, do what you guys can. And we'll see what happens. Okay. That's all I got. What about you guys?
You guys should really want some new Kurajiro gear on our Public.
Oh yeah, you
guys should also, if you're not already, this is a Patreon plug. Support us on Patreon.
Yes, the Patreon is still up. It's right now it is only for $1 a month. We're not doing anything else.
There's custom amounts. You can still
do a custom amount, yeah. But you're not getting like extra rewards or anything. So all you get with it is just a generous investor credit. That's it. So but hey, it's something. But until we get to the point when we have consistent uploads of like really good quality stuff, then we'll maybe do more with Patreon. But for right now, it's just there. But but Patreon and the ad revenue, that is what's going to keep the studio alive. So I'll say that. Godzilla Reader, in terms of Emergence of Monsters, it's not really a Kenshin related thing, but I'll just say that I have an update video coming soon. I'll talk about it. So okay. That's it. Vinny, any last words, or you're good? Sounds like I'm about to murder you or something. Any last words?
I'm just glad you guys stuck with us all the way. I'm glad I'm still here. Still working on this pretty fun project, and can't wait to make more for you guys.
Awesome. Yeah. Still have some legacy members here, man. Come on. It's a revolving door at Kenshin, but some people stay. So. All right. Well, that's all we got for you guys. This live stream will be archived. The last stream will be taken off the channel, so that's just how we're going to start to do it now, so it doesn't clog up our video log, because we want to remain nice and clean on our video backlog. We just want to have a nice, clean look, so of the things that are relevant, basically. This will be upload it soon, and I will hopefully get to making those YouTube timestamps because I know those things are helpful for these videos, particularly because they're long. So I'll try to get to that as soon as I can. Yeah. Thank you guys. You're making the dreams come true.
Yeah.
So that's it. All right. We will see you guys in the next community meeting and updates and all that stuff because things are rolling.
Yeah.
Take care.